The Mauryan Empire started with Chandragupta Maurya in the 4th century BCE. It became one of the biggest and most powerful empires in ancient India. Ashoka's rule made it even stronger, with his support for Buddhism and non-violence. Ashoka's time was the best for the Mauryan dynasty. He focused on helping people, being tolerant, and promoting learning. The empire grew a lot, covering areas from Afghanistan to the Bay of Bengal. But it eventually fell, leading to a chaotic time after. The rise and fall of the Mauryan Empire was a key moment in India's history. It left a big mark with its great buildings, good government, and cultural achievements. The empire's fall led to new powers and the breaking up of political power in India. Causes of the Mauryan decline. The Mauryan Empire, once a powerful force in ancient India, fell due to many reasons. It's important to understand why it declined to see how ancient India changed after the Mauryans. The empire's size made it hard to keep control over distant lands. This weakened the strong rule and administration that the Mauryans were known for. The empire also faced big economic problems. It had a lot of wealth but couldn't afford its large army and government. The loss of natural resources and trade decline added to its financial troubles. Regional uprisings and invasions from outside also hurt the empire. As the center lost power, local groups and invaders like the Indo-Greeks and Indo-Scythians took land. This made the Mauryans weaker. To sum up, the Mauryan decline was caused by weak central power, economic issues, and the loss of territory to local and foreign groups. These problems led to the end of the Mauryan dynasty and a new era in ancient India. The Post-Mauryan era, a period of turmoil. The fall of the Mauryan Empire brought a chaotic time to ancient India. This era was filled with political ups and downs. Many regional powers fought for control over the land. After the Mauryans fell, India broke into many small kingdoms. This led to a power vacuum. Many rulers and warlords wanted their own areas of power. This caused endless fighting and uncertainty for centuries. The rise of regional powers, new dynasties like the Indo-Greeks and the Satavahanas appeared. Each had its own goals and culture. Struggle for dominance, these powers fought each other for key lands and trade paths. This led to many alliances and wars, making things even more unstable. Fragmentation and decline. The constant fighting broke India into even smaller pieces. This era of instability set the stage for future empires like the Guptas. The post-Mauryan era was a time of great change and turmoil. The fall of the Mauryans led to a power vacuum. This vacuum was filled by many regional powers, causing endless instability and division in India. Fall of Mauryan Empire and the beginning of the post-Mauryan era. The end of the Mauryan Empire was a big change in ancient India's history. When the Mauryan dynasty fell, a new era started. This era saw the rise of local powers, foreign invasions, and new cultural and political centers. The Mauryan Empire's decline was slow, caused by many factors. These included political instability, economic troubles, and the growing strength of local rulers. This fall led to the start of the post-Mauryan period in India, a time of big changes. During this time, several powerful dynasties grew. The Indo-Greek, Indo-Scythian, Indo-Parthian, and Satavahana empires became key players. They shaped the region's politics and culture. They brought new ideas, technologies, and art, which became part of Indian life. Foreign invaders, like the Indo-Greeks, Indo-Scythians, and Indo-Parthians, also arrived. They set up their own kingdoms and greatly influenced the area. Their interactions with Indian cultures created unique, mixed civilizations. The fall of the Mauryan Empire and the start of the post-Mauryan period in India were big moments. This era saw the rise and fall of many local powers, foreign influences, and new cultural and political centers. These changes shaped India's history for centuries. The Indo-Greek kingdoms. After the Mauryan Empire, the Indo-Greek kingdoms rose in northwestern India. These kingdoms were started by Alexander the Great's generals. They mixed Greek and Indian cultures, shaping ancient India's art, architecture, and learning. The Bactrian Greek rule was a key part of these kingdoms. It deeply influenced the area. These kingdoms, which came after the Mauryans, made big contributions to arts, sciences, and trade. The Indo-Greek kingdoms were known for a mix of Greek and Indian cultures, advancements in art, architecture, and learning, thriving trade and commerce with the Mediterranean, support for various religions, including Buddhism. The Indo-Greek kingdoms left a lasting mark on ancient India. Their influence on art, architecture, and learning is still studied today. Historians and scholars recognize their impact on the region's culture and politics. The Indo-Scythians and the Indo-Parthians. After the Mauryan Empire fell, the Indo-Scythians and Indo-Parthians became key players in ancient India. These groups from Central Asia built their own kingdoms. They added to the cultural and economic mix of the subcontinent. The Indo-Scythians ruled India from the 2nd century BCE to the 4th century CE. Known as Sokas, they came from Central Asia and settled in northwest India. Their skilled cavalry helped shape the region's politics and culture. The Indo-Parthian dynasties ruled from the 1st century BCE to the 1st century CE. They were from the Parthian Empire in the Middle East. They greatly influenced the subcontinent's culture and art, leaving a lasting mark. The rise and fall of these dynasties brought instability and diversity to ancient India. These nomadic groups were vital in shaping the region's history. They paved the way for new powers and the ongoing evolution of the Indian subcontinent. The Satavahana Empire. The Satavahana Empire emerged in the Deccan region of India after the Mauryan period. This dynasty was key in keeping the region stable. They also promoted culture and trade, linking India to the world. The Satavahanas, or Andhra dynasty, thrived from the 1st century BCE to the 3rd century CE. They ruled a large area from the Krishna River to the Narmada River. This made them a major power in ancient India. They supported the arts, literature, and religion. The Satavahanas helped spread Buddhism in the Deccan. They also traded with the Roman Empire, sharing goods and ideas. Their rulers were good at governing, keeping their kingdom prosperous. They built famous temples at Ajanta and Ellora. These show their skill in art and architecture. Even after the Mauryan Empire fell, the Satavahanas kept the Deccan important. Their impact on India's history is